Okay, there we go. Hello everybody, my name is Regular Gamer Alex. Welcome to Cucina Stellata Starred Cuisine. This is a interesting looking horror game I found at Shio. Apparently from what it said, it's gastronomy meets horror. Interesting. So for those who don't know what gastronomy is, which I barely know much about anyway, it's kind of like the science and chemistry behind cooking. At least that's kind of like the simplest way I can put it. There's a lot more to it. I'm just not knowledgeable at that kind of stuff. I do cook, just not quite like Gordon Ramsay kind of cook, no. I can preheat the oven to 375 and throw in some, like, food and frozen food and whatnot. But I do make some really nice homemade garlic parmesan french fries with an air fryer. I will say that, though. But I've never heard of a horror game that's like horror meets gastronomy. Interesting. I really want to see where this is going to go with that. 19th century, somewhere in the countryside of Romagna, Italy. Oh, am I in the game? Oh, shooting star or an asteroid. Or meteorite. I don't know, I've won. Great harm comes to those who let themselves be conquered by wine. Little by little they grow nauseated by food and find nourishment almost entirely in drink. Thus they degrade themselves in the eyes of the world, becoming ridiculous, dangerous, and beastly. Pellegrino Artusi. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing these words and names. I do apologize. I'm not Italian. I do apologize. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so what exactly am I cooking? What's on the menu? Oh, it says, okay, there's a little objective thing to top right. Okay, if it's to top right, let me move my webcam to top left and make it easier. Where's the... Ah, no, that looks stupid. Let me put it back. Okay, so add oil to pan. Do I need to drag it? This is the oil. Or, no, here we go. Oh, I thought that... Oh, that's the wine. My mistake. Okay, added oil to the pan. Chop onion, carrot, and celery. Okay. Onion. Chop, 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 chop. There's a celery. And a carrot. Bada boom, there we go. Add it to the pan, let that cook. Chop the meat and add it to the pan. Okay. There we go. Oh, looking nice. Pour the red wine into the pan. There we go. Gotta make sure to cook out the wine or else it'll be very strong. Grab tomato and sauce from the shelf, add to the pan. Tomato sauce from the shelf. Is this it? Wait, where is the tomato sauce? I see carrots and bread, but I don't see a tomato sauce. Oh, here we go. Okay. Place the tortelli, or tortelli, my bad. I'm an idiot. The tortelli. Pot. Is it tortelli? Again, I'm not Italian. I do apologize again. Write in the notebook. Shouldn't you be paying more attention to your cooking? Sounds like make some sort of pasta dish from the sound of it. They see that curiosity is a dangerous trap, leading man into abyss from which he can never return. It's the same hypercritical world which claims not to care about food, but makes no civil religious celebration without eventually spraying the tablecloth and trying to eat as heartily as possible. Therefore, I say, always choose for your raw materials for finest goods, for these will make an impression. And if this precious fruit of who knows where origin is as rare as I believe, it must cost as much or even more than truffles. Really? Truffles are like really expensive. That or the frickin' caviar, I think it's called. Yeah. If you could not tell, I don't really care for expensive foods. I'm fine with just putting frozen food into an oven. But caution must be exercised, with hope and fervor, for hidden prayer already holds future sorrow, are impulsed by witnessing as they save for desecration of God's grace, yet indulgence and appetite are too great. Okay. Back to the food. We already added it to the pot. Oh, to the pan. Plate the dish. Bada boom. Let's chow down. And, whoa, okay. And we are having out-of-body experience. Okay. Dang, food's so good, you're seeing an entire new galaxy. It's like in Ratatouille, whenever, what's his name, Remy eats like a food, and he just starts seeing like pops of colors and whatnot in his mind. It kind of reminds me of that. Meals like these make me feel like a neophyte in the kitchen and in the art of tasting. Not only the quality, but the sheer delight leaves me astonished and my dreams fulfilled. Its sauce blends with so many dishes, keeping such excellent company that it's worth the effort to satisfy even curiosity and rekindle the fire in the stoves, to get back to work and plunge like a deep-sea diver in search of the goodness and beauty I adore. I often say that one should only turn to food when the stomach persistently cries out for help, yet I inherited almost unbridled erotic instinct from nature, at times nearly ruining my health and anything else. Moreover, if man neither craved food nor experienced sexual stimulation, our human race would soon perish. Okay. Oh wait, so wait, does he get like, okay, hold on, it sounds like he gets sexual gratification from cooking. Okay. There's probably weirder stuff out there, to be fair. So here I am again, casseroles, pots, and lids. Open your legs. Okay, why not say that? Aromas of the undergrowth, sautés and braids of garlic, for I have returned amongst you. Okay, we are turning cooking into something sexual. Okay. I'm just gonna go with it. Grab the onion, carrot, and celery from the shelf, add them to pot. Can I go to like the other parts of the house, or who's this guy? Boom. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Are we making the same dish again? Or wait, no, it says add them to the pot, so we're not cutting them. Okay. Add oil to the pan. Of course, we always gotta do oil. Grab onion, shelf, chop them, add them to the pan. Guess we're doing more chopping. Come on, there we go. Go to cellar, grab the cleaver, and cut the meat. Okay, which way's cellar? This way. There's an alien in the basement. Are we cooking the alien, or are we feeding him? Those are my questions. Are we trying to make alien a la mode, or are we trying to feed him like he's our hostage? Well, that depends what we're about to do with the cleaver. Oh no. Oh, it's right there, Adam. Yep. Oh, his leg. Oh, the meat from yesterday. Oh. Yep, we're making alien a la mode. Great. Great, we're making alien pot pie. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, yep, I feel really bad for Alien. Excuse me, I apologize. Oh, closed door says. So, now we... oh boy, yeah, okay, so now we know the mystery meat is, extraterrestrial. Dusted with flour. We're breading the freaking alien meat. Don't tell me about to make fried alien meat. Like, instead of fried chicken, making fried alien meat. breading it. Pour the broth from the pot into the pan. Pour tomato sauce. You know, this kind of reminds me of, what is that, in Men in Black 3, I think it was the first movie, there's like this scene in a Chinese restaurant where it's being run by alien. A lot of foods were actually made from like parts of aliens and such. It's something like that. It's been a while since I've seen the movie. Write in the notebook. I quiver in anticipation, can barely strain my restless, twitching finger that ceaselessly torments my beard, as if trying to spread the remnants of a flavor I once passed through it. It's neither sweet nor bitter, nor sour nor salty. Perhaps it isn't even a flavor, not really. It's a sensation, an enchanting shiver that sneaks into the mouth and throat. Something slimy and indefinable that leaves behind a brutal echo, an aftertaste that never fades. There's no way to describe it, for no words exist to define it. Okay. Is it wrong that the food actually looks decent? Even though we know it's alien meat? I wouldn't risk eating that. You're gonna find out that the alien's meat is like poisonous to us or something. Because I don't think it's a good idea for us to just go up and basically just take a chomp out of like a Martian or something. Imagine if they did that in War of the Worlds. It's certainly a flavor, but not one that human taste has ever experienced before. Well, no shit. It's an alien. From the cosmos. They're not making cookbooks on how to cook aliens. More likely, aliens are making cookbooks on how to cook human. Nor could it ever hope to savor. A shadow that does not exist on the world's taste buds and that seems to feed, alternately and contrary on something within me. Even every other ingredient appears diseased, contaminated by its proximity, producing twisted fruits with a taste so warped that no one would dare try them, except those who, unbound by the dogmas and chains imposed by traditional cuisine, claim for themselves a flavor that is not of this world. I wonder why it's not of this world. It is like a painter's discovery of a new color or chilling nuance, one that seems as though it had always been available, ignored in a remote corner of our darkened iris. Atrophied? Yeah. Unaccustomed to, surprised, and unprepared for shock. I think this guy needs to stop cooking. Oh boy, what are we cooking now? Chop an onion, add to the pan? Okay. Let me grab an onion first. Simple. Shrek's favorite meal. That in slugs. There we go. Yeah, I don't think Cooking Mama would approve of this game, for those who remember that character. Do they still even make those games? I remember them being semi-popular back in the day, back in like the day of the Wii. Go to cleaving, and grab cleaver and cut the meat. Again, Mr. Alien, I am so sorry. Normally, aliens, when they come to Earth, they're a threat to the human race. I'm sorry to say, but we're the true threat to you. I am sorry. Why are we going for the stomach? I think we basically just took his liver. We're making chicken liver, but alien liver. Yep, we're making chicken liver, but with alien meat. Alien liver. Unless you're about to tell me that's a kidney. To be fair, it's an alien, so I don't really know its anatomy. Are we just frying it up, or... Go to select, grab a white wine. Pour it into the pan. It's dead. It's not making more noises. It is dead. Yep. He's dead. Yeah, maybe aliens should not come to Earth. If humans are going to do this, the first alien they see. I mean, seriously. This guy, an alien, crash lands in his backyard. What does he decide to do? Chain him up in the basement and cook him. Okay, what next? Add the broth to the pan. There's your leftover broth. Write in the notebook. Once it was said that pottage was man's fodder, but this one seems more like the fare of angels and devils, ogres and I'm definitely gonna mispronounce this word. Mazapigal? Oh, I'm definitely mispronounced that. Oh, Magalasi and Marmakul? I apologize for mispronouncing this. Spirits and the essence of myth. I feel my stomach gnashing its teeth, eagerly preparing for a bestial feast. I listen to the ancestral call of hunger and distinguish every word it utters. Now the palate, now the colon, now even the bile itself, with its acidic tides, and still the shrieking taste buds singing their clear, piercing notes. As the pleasures unfold, alas, a vortex rises from the depths of my innards. A force so impetuous, a spasmodic outburst that fills me with understanding and compassion for all those wild, primitive beasts ruled by passion and the violence of flesh. Jesus, man. Are you a cook or a poet? Because you definitely have quite the vocabulary. If only we didn't know what you were. Wait, chop the meat. Chop it into even little pieces? Grab the bread from the shelf and slice it. We're making a sandwich? Or just bread to go on the side? How many slices are you doing? Oh, just 2. Yep, we're literally making a sandwich. Or just meat on bread. It would be funny if by the end of this, it turns out that all the food he ate is actually poisoning him. That would be some nice irony. Even though right now it just looks more and more like he's just tripping out, which he probably is from the food. My word, certain laws lie hidden within the nature of taste, such that I could have never imagined. I feel every fiber of my body twisting and writhing, seized by a new sensation with every bite, for this flesh does not belong to the earth, nor does this flavor conform to the human order, my bad. After a single meager taste, such is its power that all of our food loses its usual virtues. Wine turns to water, bread crumbles into ash, even the air seems laden with an imperceptible scent. Nothing washes away this shadow upon my tongue. As if my very body were learning a new way to perceive the world, a way both wrong and forbidden, 'cause you're eating an alien! And yet what is most terrifying in the heart of this damp night, with my throat parched and my stomach emptying so swiftly, is that something inside me still longers for that flavor. That flavor is probably gonna kill you, mate. Go so quickly cut the meat. Mate, the alien's dead. His body's probably rotting already, which means the meat is probably going to be spoiled soon. Especially if he's... Yep, I think the body's spoiling. I think? I don't know what's happening to the body. You're going for the head. Don't tell me you're about to make some alien brain, because I know people do, like, cow brains and pig brains for meals. It's a delicacy in some places. But please tell me we're not doing that with an alien head. Oh, we are. We are doing alien brains. Yep. Put it in the pot? Oh, don't tell me we're boiling it. I'm not a fan of boiled foods. He just disgusts me. Well, I guess it's being boiled in a broth, so it's actually kind of different than just boiling it in plain water. What misfortune, what ill-fated news, O wretched swamp, O foul quagmire, O unholy land that has sheltered me since I was a child. Having no pity for your own children, you left no food stay wholesome for long. And this one, amongst all so sweet and precious, you could barely stand abundance, a curse upon you. You killed it and left it in your basement. Of course, when it dies, it's not going to take long for it to rot away unless you put it in a freezer, which is 19th century Italy. They should have had ice boxes. Wait, why am I justifying this? What am I saying? What is wrong with me? What am I saying? Go so grab an egg and place it into the bowl. There we go. I see the honey, and you have other pieces. I think those are meat. But nope, you wanted the exquisite taste of something extraterrestrial. Well, you got it, but now it's about to be done. Add flour to the bowl. Are we trying to create some sort of egg wash? Or don't tell me you're about to make cutlets or something. Dust the meat with flour. Is he about to make, like, alien brain cutlets? Coat the meat with batter. He is. He's frying it. He's making cutlets out of alien brain. He's literally making alien brain cutlets, or fried brain balls, I guess. Write in a notebook. I cannot but entrust myself to fate. May this change in appearance and these vapors, despite the stench, enhance the flavor, as we do for a grappa, seasoned cheese, and cured meats. For I will know that spoiled foods at times hold unexpected effects. That is actually true. Yeah. Literally fried alien brain balls, basically. And since that's what's left of the alien that's not spoiled, this is your last food trip to the cosmos, I guess. This time, the tasting was like a walk through the height of summer, a murky, tangled path through a flowering garden, where the way was painted in color and breath and fragrance like fragrances like a dream. In that vast and luminous expanse, it seems as if the entire course of my life flowed before me. The path opened beneath an arc of dentate ivy. I made my way down a gorge through patches of light and shadow, stepping where the branches parted onto pools of garden mucosa, and beneath the trees on my left, instinct blankets of farnagil primroses stretched out like a carpet. The air seemed to lay soft kisses upon my skin. From the deep belly of the wood came the cooing of wall doves, mingled with the warm, gastric gurgling of a welcoming brook. The ground there was so overlain with primroses that avoiding them was impossible. Lost they were in that digestive churn. Okay. The sweetness of the air and the green of the fronds, dripping with enzymatic liquors, almost filled me with reverence. At last, I emerged from that garden, through an orifice of hedges and brambles, sweaty and disheveled like a man freshly torn from his mother's womb. Okay. What you gonna cook now? Wait, what do you mean grab the cleaver and cut the meat? There's nothing left that's not spoiled. He's gone. His body actually straight up disintegrates, so what? Yeah, his body's gone. It's disintegrated. I guess that's what happens when the alien dies. In the end, it has left me alone. Yet a new energy surges within me, flowing from the top to bottom, carried like a ballast deep into my most hidden bowels. I myself, it seems, am changed. It is the simplest explanation, yet the wretchedest of one. Thus, why shouldn't I have become part of his splendid essence, a link in the metabolic chain that always finds its final rest in the vilest of excretions? What? Use bucket in the cellar. Okay. Oh, one more. What are you going to do? What are you doing? Collect the feces. Oh no, you are not you are kidding me. Alien was one thing, but no. Oh no. Oh, I don't think I'm eating dinner tonight. Nope, I'm skipping dinner. Oh, that is disgusting. Yep. I don't think I'm eating tonight. Slice the bread. You've got to be kidding me, man. Alien was one thing, but now you're just eating your own excrements. Nah, that's just, no. That is beyond disgusting. Oh, God, this is, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be eating dinner tonight. No. Well, how are you having a cosmic trip from eating that? Oh, this is not a normal cosmic trip. What am I even looking at anymore? What a catastrophe. Sharp, biting taste, filthy as a guttered rag. What do you expect? A faded memory of its once pristine purity, perhaps too diluted, spirit tastiness and delight has scattered along the way. Perhaps its grace and virtues have surrendered to the stomach, and from there to the flesh entirely. Nothing remains for me now but to surrender to one last attempt. What are you going to try and make now? Whoa, what is going on outside? Why does it look weird? Go to cellar, grab a cleaver, cut the meat. Whose? Our own? Also, I'm hearing like voices. Oh, we're cutting off our own arm. Yep, we're about to cook our own arm. Great, yep. I should have guessed this is probably how it was going to end, with us cooking ourselves. No oil, just straight in there. I noticed with a certain astonishment, a twitch in my lashes and tears that blur my vision, and yet by some cruel contradiction my eyes burned like flames on dry stubble, scorched by their own dryness, like earth cracked by drought. The very drought, of the soul which has already drained every last tear before it can fall. And thus it happens that, like who gazes too long upon the high sun, find no haven in the shadows of night. I feel myself consumed by fire without a single tear to quench the blaze. Okay. Enjoy eating your own flesh. Oh, it's red. What even is this, like, giant circle tunnel thing supposed to be? But yeah, everything's becoming red now. I feel my vigor leaving me, yet I still breathe in the glory of the tasting. Little time remains, I must make the most of it, so that my final work may take shape. God, spirit, or devil, whoever you are, grant me one last faithful taste. Grant me but a thread of oil over this tepid pottage, my very life. Or is it pottage? We're still alive! Okay, but it sounds like about to do even more meat. And we've seen like red particles all around us. Are we cutting our own head off? Whoa, okay, I saw him there. I saw the alien, yeah. And he's getting closer. We cut off our own head. What is happening? Okay. What the fuck? The house is gone. So we killed the alien and suddenly our house got teleported to the cosmos. Great for the spaghetti invasion. Interesting name for a game jam. Interesting. So I guess because we killed the alien, we got brought to the cosmos where we went insane and... Yeah, I guess. Okay. This was interesting, to say the least. Not what I was expecting. This is probably one of the more unique games I've played on the channel. An interesting take. Yeah, it's not your normal horror game. It doesn't try and use like cheap jump scares or stuff like that. It does it more of like its atmosphere and its storytelling. Overall, it was just plainly creepy. And it did it very well, I will say. And yeah, the game closed. Overall, that was very interesting. Interesting take on horror. Something different. Nothing that's like your normal everyday horror game. I liked it. It was interesting. And yeah, I think I can definitely say I'm not eating dinner tonight. But that is it for, I'm probably still going to mispronounce this, Cucina Stellata Starred Cuisine. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe since it supports me and the channel. And if you guys have any gaming recommendations at all, do leave it in the comments down below. But till then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay awesome.